Soccer is watched by millions of people around the world. The fans are loud, passionate, electric, and nothing excites them more than a great dribbler. Players who can dance past defenders. Players who make football feel like art. For years, fans have argued about one question: who is the greatest dribbler of all time? Some say Messi, others say Cristiano Ronaldo, some choose Neymar. Other fans might say Maradona, or Ronaldinho, or even Pele. But many football experts keep coming back to one name: Garrincha, a man many believe was the greatest dribbler the game has ever seen. His real name was Manuel Francisco dos Santos, but the world knew him as Garrincha, a nickname taken from a little bird in Brazil. Small, fragile, restless, just like him when he was a kid. Garrincha was different from every other player. Defenders were terrified of him. Some said they could not sleep before playing against him, because against Garrincha, nothing made sense. He could chip the ball over your head. He could dribble the ball through your legs, fake one way and explode the other, on your right, on your left. Every move was unexpected. He was fast, quick, creative, smart. But his biggest weapon was this: nobody knew what he would do next. Nobody could predict his movements. Not even when watching him closely. 1 second he moved left, the next second he was gone. He played like a moving ghost. The strange part with Garrincha is that he was born with a body that doctors said would never work properly. He grew up very poor in Brazil, and from birth, his body was different. His spine was bent, one leg was shorter than the other, one knee bent inward, the other knee bent outward. Doctors looked at him and saw a human disaster. Some even called him crippled. They said he would never run normally, never play sports, never become successful. But football had other plans, because the same body people laughed at would later confuse the greatest defenders in the world. Then came the moment that changed his life forever: a tryout at Botafogo Club. On that day, Garrincha faced one of the best defenders in the world, Nilton Santos. Everyone expected the young, unknown player to fail, but instead, Garrincha destroyed him. He dribbled him again and again. The crowd could not believe it. The skinny teenager was dribbling past a world-class defender with ease. After practice, Nilton Santos went directly to the club managers and he told them, "Sign this kid immediately, because if another club signs him, we'll all suffer." And he never wanted to face Garrincha again. One day, Botafogo played against River Plate from Argentina. The defender marking Garrincha was suffering badly. Garrincha kept embarrassing him in front of the whole stadium. The crowd laughed, screamed, went wild. Then Garrincha did something unbelievable. He faked past the defender and suddenly ran away without the ball. The confused defender chased Garrincha himself. He forgot the ball was still behind him. The stadium exploded with laughter, and then the crowd started chanting, "Ole, Ole, Ole," a chant that would later become famous around the football world. Before the 1958 World Cup, Brazil played a practice game in Europe. During the match, Garrincha dribbled past 4 defenders and the goalkeeper. The goal was completely open. Everyone expected him to score immediately, but he stopped, right on the goal line. Then he waited for a defender to come back. The defender rushed toward him desperately, and Garrincha dribbled him one more time before scoring. The fans loved it. His coaches did not. They thought he was too reckless, too immature. So when the World Cup started, they left him on the bench. Brazil struggled early in the 1958 World Cup. The pressure was growing. Then the coach made a huge decision. He started two young players together, Pele and Garrincha. Everything changed. The two young stars destroyed teams with speed, skill, and joy. Brazil won its first World Cup ever, and Garrincha became a legend. But his greatest moment was still coming. In the 1962 World Cup, Pele got injured early in the tournament. Most people believe Brazil had no chance to win again. Their best player was gone. The dream seemed over. Then Garrincha stepped forward and he played the football of his life. He scored goals, created chances, destroyed defenders. He carried Brazil on his back, and somehow Brazil won the World Cup again. Back-to-back champions because of Garrincha. In the 1962 World Cup, he won the World Cup trophy, he won the Best Player trophy, and the Top Scorer trophy. And there is one unbelievable fact. Whenever Pele and Garrincha played together for Brazil, Brazil never lost a game. But not every football story has a happy ending. As the years passed, Garrincha's life became sad and painful. He struggled with alcohol addiction, his health got worse, his body broke down. Slowly, the magic disappeared. The man who once made millions smile became poor, sick, and forgotten. One of football's greatest geniuses died at only 49 years old, almost alone. And then something heartbreaking happened. After his death, Brazil remembered him again. Thousands of people came to his funeral in Rio de Janeiro. They came to honor the man who had given them so much joy, the magician, the entertainer, the broken genius. They modernized the famous Maracanã Stadium and renamed it after Garrincha. Football will never forget Garrincha, not just because he won, not just because he entertained, but because he is a reminder that greatness does not always come from perfection. Sometimes it comes from pain, from chaos, from flaws the world laughs at. Garrincha will be remembered forever.